Hello YouTube, it's Prince here and I'm back. It's been 2 years. I haven't been on YouTube in 2 years. Now I'm back and I'm here to let you know what I've been up to. So this video is just gonna kind of take you through what I've been doing over the past 2 years and also just kind of give you an idea of some of the things that I've learned, some of the things that I've done. The last time I uploaded was November 2018. And since then, we all know a lot of things have happened just this year alone. Okay, wait. Let's pause here and I'll actually take you back to 2018 and show you what I've been doing since then. So let's rewind the clock. In 2018, I went to France for 3 months. The trip was very scary because I'd never been abroad on my own, alone for that amount of time. But I dove in. I went to parties. I dated. I fell in love. I traveled around the country. I hitchhiked. I took lots of trains. I even celebrated my birthday at Paris Pride.
This is maybe my first or second time in my entire lifetime, so...
After those 3 months, I went to Morocco. I've never been to Morocco before. I worked at a hostel there. I worked at Funky Fez Hostel in Fez, Morocco. Fez has the largest Medina in the world, so there were lots of places to walk around, lots of places to shop. And I also got to travel around the country a little bit and see other parts of it. I went to Tamarat and went to the beach and hung out at a hostel there with some new friends. Then after Morocco, I came back to the US and I kind of expected to travel around a little bit more. But honestly, after 4, maybe 5 months of travel abroad, I was really tired and I needed a break. And then I ended up moving to Columbus, Ohio. And so since about October 2018, I've been living in Columbus, Ohio. I've continued to freelance write. I started organizing with Black, Queer, and Intersectional Collective. I did a little bit of traveling while I was in Columbus. I went to New York. I think I went to New Orleans at one point. Then at the end of 2019, November 2019, I did my first writing residency. I went to Bangalore, India, and I was a writer in residence with Sangam House. That was beautiful. I've always wanted to go to India. I love Indian food. I went there and I learned there's so many types of Indian cuisine that I don't know anything about, but I ate so much. I wrote most of a book there, and I actually did a talk on my activism and being Black and queer and James Baldwin, and I'll put that clip up somewhere in the corner so y'all can check it out. And then after India, I came back to the US and I was just kind of handling my life, and then boom, May 2020, or what? No, actually it was March 2020, I went on a road trip to Texas to go to AWP for the second time. And literally, as me and my friend were driving there, we kind of understood the seriousness of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we ended up still going to the conference. Neither of us got coronavirus. Most importantly of all, over the past 2 years, I finished a book. I will not reveal the title yet, but it is a memoir. I describe it as my political coming of age in Obama and Trump's America. I finished it earlier this year during the pandemic, and luckily I kind of had this project that I had to edit, and I think it was in March, I also got a literary agent. So over the past months, I've been editing the manuscript with my agent, and come January 2021, manuscript will go out to submissions, which basically means that my literary agent will start pitching it to publishing houses. And as you can see, I'm not in Ohio, or maybe you can't see, but it's sunny in Ohio right now. It's cold. I'm in Key West, Florida for a residency with Studios of Key West. I feel really lucky to be here. I've only been here for a few days, but I've already started on another project. It's a YA novel set in the South in the 1980s. And you can kind of see behind me that I have my desk, and I also have a corkboard where I'm just kind of plotting things out. visualizing things. I just wanted to get back on here and say that I'm gonna be getting back into YouTube. I wanna talk about my travels. I wanna give you tips on what it's like to be a freelance writer. I wanna talk about what it's like getting into the publishing process and being a debut author. Give you fiction writing tips. I just want to thank everyone who's been watching and supporting this channel. Follow me on social media. On Twitter, I am at PR Shakur. On Instagram, it's at Sweet Black Prince. And you can also check out my website, princeshakur.com, to check out my writing, my videos, other things that I've been doing. And I also have a newsletter called Millennial Writer Life that puts out a newsletter about once or twice a month to give you tips or perspectives on what it's like to be a millennial writer. Consider supporting me on Patreon, and thank you so much.